Hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Herkese iyi akşamlar. Welcome everyone. Herkese merhaba. Selamlar. So, dersimiz şimdi başlıyor. Our lesson is starting now. So, what's the plan for today? Bugün plan nedir? Bugün plan key particle hakkında konuşmak. Geçen hafta key suffix hakkında konuştuk. Bu hafta key particle hakkında konuşacağız. Last week we talked about the suffix. This week, we will talk about the particle as a separate word. Let's remember it quickly. The suffix was a suffix. We attach it to words, but this key is a particle. We write it as a separate word. Okay? You can find the notes of the previous lesson in this folder. If you go to the current year, if you go to how to folder, you can find the PDF file and read the notes for the last week. The suffix could be used as a locative like arabadaki, or possessive like benimki, or adverb of time like bugünkü or yarınki. Actually, I keep saying that this is uppercase, but it should be lowercase because it's always key except for two exceptions. Okay, this week, bugün, bu hafta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tane fonksiyon göreceğiz. Sesimde bir problem var mı? Biraz var. I wonder why. Maybe it's always, I mean, it used to work before. It's always at the start. It used to work before, but for the last a few weeks, there's a problem. I don't know why. Okay, if you can't understand what I said, if I cut out, you can ask and I will repeat myself. Noise suppression. Onu bir kapatayım. Belki ondan olabilir. Şeye bakacağım. Okay. Neyse. Devam edelim. Let's continue and try it this way. Önce birinci fonksiyonla başlayalım. Let's start with the first function. The first function of this key particle. Okay, actually it shouldn't have a dash. Echo cancellation is not off. Let me turn it off. Maybe that will help it. And noise reduction is also now off. Let's try this. Okay, so this key particle basically connects two clauses. It brings two smaller sentences together. In English, it's basically that. When you say a sentence with that, when you make a longer sentence, that's how we do it in Turkish. Ki. Örneklerimize bakalım. Bir dakika. Yanlış. Without the verb. Yes. That's the point. Now you can see it in the examples. The first clause, the first sentence. Birinci parça biliyorum. I know. İkinci parça hata yaptım. I made a mistake. I'm trying to say I know that I made a mistake. Biliyorum ki hata yaptım. I know that I made a mistake. İkinci örnek. Görüyorum. I see. Herkes burada. Everyone is here. Görüyorum ki herkes burada. I see that everyone is here. Actually, let me use this. Last example, istiyorum. I want. Herkes çok mutlu olsun. You should pay attention to this here. It's called the optative mood. When you want someone to be happy, we use this ending. Herkes çok mutlu olsun. İstiyorum ki herkes çok mutlu olsun. I want that everyone shall be happy, or basically, or in a better translation, I want everyone to be happy. İstiyorum ki herkes çok mutlu olsun. Okay, that's what it means when I say connecting two sentences. In the first clause, there's an action. You want something, you know something. In the second one, you describe what you know or what you see. Yes, Megan, exactly. I will talk about this detail in the Delights of Turkish parts. So, in order to talk about this, I should have this note. So, attention, dikkat. Bu tür bir yapı aslında Türkçe değil. Bu ki article aslında Persian yani Farsçadan gelir. Türkçe'de böyle bir şey kullanıyoruz ama aslında orijinal olarak, asıl olarak Türkçe değil. Türkçe'de bunu genelde sarkazm veya dalga geçmek için kullanabiliriz. Veya bazen kitaplarda, şiirlerde ve filmlerde görebilirsiniz. Asıl Türkçe olarak bir cümle günlük hayatta dık diye bir ek kullanır. So, biz aslında dık ile söylüyoruz. Bütün bu cümleleri Türkçe'de dık olarak söylüyoruz. Ama ki ile söylemek de mümkün. So, bakıyoruz örneklere. Burada ki ile kurulan örnekler var. Diğer tarafta dık ile kurulan örnekler var. Biliyorum ki hata yaptım. I know that I made a mistake. Hata yaptığımı biliyorum. So this second part of this table is the actual Turkish and more common Turkish. The first part, the key column, is, as I said here, books, poems, or movies Turkish, or sarcastic or mockery Turkish. You can still use ki, but native speakers will mostly prefer dık. Hata yaptığımı biliyorum. Görüyorum ki herkes burada. Herkesin burada olduğunu görüyorum. These endings are important. And I think, yeah, we did a lesson on using dik. You can also find the notes in the folder. And last example, görüyorum, istiyorum ki herkes çok mutlu olsun. Herkes, oh, as you can see, even I made a typo. Mistakes are always made. So, herkesin, this was missing. Herkesin çok mutlu olmasını istiyorum. I think I was trying to show you a different ending here. Oh. So you can either say it this way or herkesin çok mutlu olmasını istiyorum. You can also use these endings, but if you use this in, you have to change it into a verbal noun. You have to use ma, olmasını istiyorum. That would literally mean I want everyone's possessive being happy. So it complicates the sentence. So that's why you can stick with this one. Okay, yeah, as I have a reminder here, the particle is not always needed. In the first two examples, we built the sentence with dık, but if you have this example, like with this optative mood, you don't have to use the dık suffix. So there are always different ways, and depending on which way you choose, endings are different. Okay, so that was the first function of the suffix, of the particle. Bu ki kelimesinin ilk fonksiyonuydu. Şimdi diğer fonksiyon hakkında konuşacağız. Burada bir neden ve sonuç ilişkisi var. So, bu sefer öncekine benziyor ama farklı. Önce burada tanıma bir bakalım. Eğer bu iki clause bir neden ve sonuç ilişkisiyle bağlanırsa, kombine edilirse veya birleştirilirse günlük hayatta bile i'yi doğal bir şekilde kullanabiliriz. Ve aslında bu amaçla kullanıyoruz. Kullanırken niyetimiz bir neden ve sonuç ilişkisi kurmak. Mesela örneklerimize bakalım. Let's see our examples. Çok fazla örnek var biliyorum. Hepsini sırayla okuyacağız. I know there are many examples. We will read them one by one. Hava çok güzel. Hava çok güzel. The weather is very nice, very beautiful. And that's the reason, that's the cause. And the effect that, like this, the weather being nice has an effect on us. Piknik yapmaya karar verdik. Piknik yapmaya karar verdik. So we decided on doing or going for a picnic. So hava o kadar güzeldi ki piknik yapmaya karar verdik. Hava o kadar güzeldi ki piknik yapmaya karar verdik. So the weather was so nice that we decided to go for a picnic. Okay? The weather was so nice and this caused on us going for a picnic. It made us want to go for a picnic. Second example, ikinci örnek. Yemek çok güzel. The food is very nice. İki tabak yedik. We ate 2 plates. Yani we ate 2 times. We had two plates actually. Like 2 plates of food. Yemek o kadar güzeldi ki 2 porsiyon yedik. Let me change this to tabak or porsiyon. You can say this. 2 tabak or porsiyon. Yemek o kadar güzeldi ki 2 tabak ya da 2 porsiyon yedik. The food was so nice that we ate 2 portions or 2 plates of food. Okay? So the food being so nice was the reason why we decided to eat 2 portions Okay, and it goes on like this. Çok mutsuzum. Çok mutsuzum. I'm very unhappy. Hiçbir şey yapmak istemiyorum. I don't want to do anything. O kadar mutsuzum ki hiçbir şey yapmak istemiyorum. Yani, which means I'm so unhappy that I don't want to do anything. So this o kadar is working like so that. So I'm so unhappy that I don't want to do anything. Yeah, I'm o kadar, this amount of unhappiness that I don't want to do anything. But as you can see in the last two examples, you don't always have to use it. Islanmamak için yanıma şemsiyemi aldım. Islanmamak için, in order to not get wet, I yanıma aldım. I brought with me my umbrella. Yanıma şemsiyemi aldım ki ıslanmayayım. This structure is different than the previous examples. In the previous examples, you can see the endings being completely the same, and we built them with o kadar. But this time, I don't use o kadar, and I change the ending into optative mood. So like, I shall not get wet. Islanmayayım. Kilo vermek için spor yapıyorum. Kilo vermek için spor yapıyorum. Spor yapıyorum ki kilo vereyim. I'm doing sports. I'm doing exercises. That's what I mean. That I will lose weight. Kilo vermek, losing weight. Spor yapıyorum ki kilo vereyim. Again, I don't use the o kadar, and I use the optative mood ending, vereyim. Pay attention to these details. When you change the structure of the sentence, you have to change the endings. There are not many ways. I mean, you don't have to worry about a lot of different ways. There are only a few things you need to be careful with, and with practice, you will get used to it. Okay, I actually have these notes as an attention part. Like, something is so that, as a result, this template, this structure is built with o kadar. O kadar ki, o kadar güzel ki, o kadar mutsuzum ki. Ama, but if you're talking about your goals, if you're talking about your whatever you are trying to achieve, we use ki and eyim. If you're talking about yourself, of course, this can change into elim if you're talking about us. Yapalım, let's do it. Yapayım, let me do it. The ending can change depending on the pronoun, depending on the subject. Okay? So don't worry about not doing enough practice right now. At the end of lesson, we will do a quick practice, and tomorrow there will be homework. There's just a lot of things to explain. That's why first I would like to talk about the functions and then do the practice. Okay, so next one. The other function. Üçüncü fonksiyon, üçüncü işlev, üçüncü anlam. Fonksiyon, işlev, function demek. Aynı kelime. Sadece fonksiyon yabancı, işlev Türkçe sanırım. İşleve bakayım. Evet. Bir cümle içine yorum eklemek. Adding comments inside a sentence. Comment, yorum. Sentence, cümle. Cümle içine yorum eklemek. Nasıl yapıyoruz veya bu ne demek? How do we do this, or what does that even mean? Wait, sorry, wrong copy. So basically you can insert an additional information or a comment about the previously mentioned phrase. And how does that work? Like, how do you say that in English? Like, when you say which inside of a sentence or in the middle of a sentence, we also use ki. Örneklere bakalım. Let's take a look at examples. Now, our main sentence and comment and combined sentence. Bugün hava güzel olursa mangal yapacağız. Bugün hava güzel olursa mangal yapacağız. So, if the weather is nice today, we will go for mangal. And you know, mangal is something like a barbecue. Of course, there are differences. Basically, a barbecue. So, if the weather is nice today, we will go for a mangal. But now I have a comment. Bir yorumum var. Bu yorumu cümleye nasıl ekliyorum? Burada ki kullanarak ekliyorum. Bugün hava güzel olursa ki hiç sanmıyorum mangal yapacağız. By the way, hiç sanmıyorum means I don't think at all. Hiç here adds the meaning of at all. Sanmıyorum, I don't think. But there's an attention here when you say like I think he is here or I think that's nice. Don't use sanmak here because sanmak is more like I guess. Instead of to think, like instead of sanmak or to think, you should use düşünmek or simply bence. Like I think, bence. Anyway, hiç sanmıyorum. I don't think so. I don't think at all. Bugün hava güzel olursa, if the weather is nice today, which I don't think so at all, mangal yapacağız. Yeah, which I don't think will be the case. Exactly. Okay. O bu sınavı kazanırsa üniversiteye gidecek. If she in English, I think you say passing an exam. In Turkish, we say winning an exam. Kazanmak. To win. O bu sınavı kazanırsa üniversiteye gidecek. If she or he passes this exam, ki bence kazanacak, which I think will be the case, or which I think he or she will. She or he will go to university. Ben çok çalışıyorum. Bu yüzden boş vaktim yok. Ben çok çalışıyorum. I work a lot. Bu yüzden, because of this or for this reason, boş vaktim yok. Literally empty time, but more naturally free time yok. I don't have free time. Bunu biliyorsun. So when I say this, I want to insert this comment. Ben çok çalışıyorum. Ki bunu biliyorsun. I work a lot, which you know that. That's why I don't have free time. Bu yüzden boş vaktim yok. Okay. So that's basically how it goes. It's pretty easy, at least relatively easy than before. You just insert a comment, a small sentence, but where to insert it, like in which order, could be Could be a bit tricky. If the sentence is built with if clause, you should insert it after this sa, because sa is for the if, because this whole thing is the first clause. If the weather is nice, if he passes the exam, if there's no sa or se, you should look for conjunctions or other things like bu yüzden, that's why, or because of this, or conjunction here. It combines the sentence. So you should insert the comment before it. Çok çalışıyorum ki bunu biliyorsun. Bu yüzden boş vaktim yok. You should insert it in the middle of the two clauses. So şimdi exclamation hakkında konuşalım. Now let's talk about exclamation. How do we use key to express an exclamation? Bu fonksiyonda, bu işlevde key particle bir exclamation, yani bir ünlem belirtiyor. Genelde şaşırdığımız zaman veya bir şeyden keyif aldığımız zaman kullanıyoruz. Burada benim örneklerim var. I have my examples here. Mesela yeni bir eve gidiyorsun ve evi görüyorsun, çok beğeniyorsun. Ve diyorsun ki burası o kadar güzel ki. You go to a new house, you really like it, and you say like, wow, this place is so nice. Burası o kadar güzel ki. Or you see a painting on the wall. Bu resim öyle güzel ki. This painting, this picture is so nice. You say this in a like amusement. You get hyped. Or in the negative way. Bu film o kadar sıkıcı ki. Bu film o kadar sıkıcı ki. Like, this movie is so boring. Bu film o kadar sıkıcı ki. And of course we can have more examples. You can try that now. That could be short. You can try saying an exclamation sentence with key. What do you usually feel surprised or amused about? Okay, let's have this. Doğum günü o kadar güzel ki. So, doğum günü, birthday, güzel ki. The birthday is so nice. Pahalı ki sounds like something I will say, or everyone in Turkey will say. Global warming nasıl diyoruz Türkçe'de? How do we say it? Küresel ısınma. Global warming. O kadar tehlikeli ki. Global warming is so dangerous. Yes, that works. Tuhaf ki or garip ki. Both of them work here. Burada ikisi de olur. You can use them pretty much the same. Tuhaf ki, garip ki. Yes. Küçük kardeşim o kadar sevimli ki. My little sibling is so cute. Yeah, that works. Küçük kardeşim o kadar sevimli ki. My little sibling is so cute. Okay. So yeah, actually, o kadar adjective ki is our template. O kadar, any adjective, ki. Okay, so let me check my notes if I have a reminder. I have a reminder. Usually, it comes at the end, like ki comes at the end. That's different than before because so far we used it in the middle of the sentence, but this time it's at the end. We end the sentence with ki.